Artificial intelligence is eating your job. Let me repeat that. Artificial intelligence is eating your job. We're not directly replacing you. AI is enabling those skilled in artificial intelligence to eat your job. No matter which field you are working in, which sector and niche you specialize in, one thing is for sure, AI is slowly but surely making inroads. Here's proof. Snapchat's parent company, Snap, is reducing its global workforce by 10%. That's 540 employees losing their jobs across departments. Snap, like I was saying, is the parent company of Snapchat. Every day, over 406 million people use Snapchat. The platform has over 7 million subscribers. It has been recording a year-on-year increase in revenue. So, what was the dire need to lay off employees? Look at the bigger story here. The layoffs are in line with the trend. 32,000 techies globally have lost their jobs since the beginning of the year. This is a conservative number, by the way, and we are only just starting the month of February. You must have heard about eBay. The online retailer is cutting 9% of its full-time workforce. Around 1,000 people will be losing their jobs. An American tech company called Front Desk has fired all of its employees over a video call. Google also is cutting jobs. Employees working in digital assistant department will be affected, as will be those in the hardware and the engineering teams. And this is on top of the 100 people who have been laid off already from the advertising and sales team since the start of the year. And then you have Microsoft. It is laying off over 1,900 employees from its gaming division. Amazon has announced layoffs across departments. Audible, which is Amazon's audiobook and podcast service, is firing 5% of its employees. Amazon Prime Video, meanwhile, is laying off employees as well. Twitch is reducing its workforce by 35%. Some 500 people will be getting a pink slip. And we are not done. This is an exhaustive list. Xerox, a company that has become synonymous with photocopy, is firing 15% of its employees. In India, Flipkart is firing at least 1,000 employees. That's 5% of the company's workforce. Swiggy is laying off 7% of its workers. There are other global companies on the list: Unity, Discord, TikTok, Salesforce. They have all announced layoffs this year itself. This trend of mass firing has been there for a couple of years now. Over 240,000 jobs were cut in the year 2023. And this, by the way, was a 50% increase as compared to 2022. What gives? The pandemic overhiring? Sure. It is true that tech companies heavily hired during the pandemic. And as the world moved online, big tech hired big. And now with the pandemic over and the world adjusting to the new normal, the big tech finds itself with fat that it needs to cut. But this is just a small part of the big layoff story. The overhiring is not the only reason techies are losing their jobs after all. Does restructuring have a role to play? Sure, every now and then, companies restructure themselves to cut costs. Microsoft, for example, said that the layoffs were part of a sustainable restructuring plan. But if you notice the trend here, the layoffs this year are more targeted. And they are not just to cut costs. Let's snap back. Snap will have to cough up anything between $55 million to $75 million in severance packages and other exit costs. So it's not really cutting costs in the short term. And this is where AI makes an entry. In the year 2023, Snap launched 2 generative AI features. The first one is a chatbot called My AI. The second is a selfie generator called Dreams. Snapchat is incorporating AI into operations. And is that the real reason behind the mass layoffs? Time for some eye-opening truth. You see, while tech companies are firing people, they are also hiring people. They are hiring employees skilled in AI and machine learning. From Microsoft to Google, they are all trying to make leaps as far as AI is concerned. They are investing big in AI, hiring people skilled in AI. CompTIA ran a little analysis. It found that jobs requiring AI skills increased by around 2,000 between December and January. In January alone, there were over 33,000 job postings in AI and AI-related jobs. And here are some of the roles being offered: AI researcher, AI technical solution lead, generative AI quality engineer, AI data science. You see, the restructuring that it's talking about has a lot to do with shifting workforce and making space to accommodate AI. It has a lot to do with introducing AI to increase productivity of the existing workforce. Xerox, for example, is firing people to introduce a new operating model. So the moral of the story of big tech and big layoffs: embrace AI or let AI replace you. The choice is yours. What will you choose? We are now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.